Sundance United Methodist Church, this is Some Church, presents A Thought for the Day with Reverend Dave.
We have come a long way on this journey of the Beatitudes as written in Matthew's Gospel. Spiritual poverty will open God's kingdom to us, puts us on the way of Christ. Mourning what we have lost opens our hearts to comfort beyond what we could have imagined. And meekness is not just being spineless, but rather about knowing who we truly are, warts and all, and having our eyes open to the reality of the earth. You will notice that this is a process. One beatitude leads to the next. These are like mile markers along the way of a well-lived life. The fourth beatitude is this: Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. We often say, I want it so badly I can taste it, or I seem to be dying of thirst for something more in my life. That is the kind of hunger and thirst Jesus is talking about. And I'll bet you are thirsting right now for a rightness in your life. Right relationships, right love, right work, right hopes and dreams. And let's face it, we live in an awfully barren desert, a wilderness with no road signs. When we know that hunger and thirst and can imagine the feast and the cool drink we need for wholeness, we discover that exactly what we need is waiting for us. In the book of Exodus, Moses has led the children of Israel through the Red Sea and into the wilderness. Water becomes an issue. In the wilderness of sin, they cannot find any, and the people began whining and grumbling. Why did you bring us all the way out here only to die of thirst? But God leads Moses to a rock at the base of Mount Horeb and tells him to hit the rock with his staff. When he does, the rock splits and out pours a spring of fresh, clean, cool water. I've read that an adventurer has found Mount Horeb in Saudi Arabia, and at the base is a spring of fresh water flowing out of a cracked boulder. My scientific mind figures that long ago that boulder rolled down the mountain and landed on the spring, plugging it up. All Moses had to do was crack the rock to let the water flow again. This story is not just about something that happened long, long ago. We all know how it feels to be in a dry wilderness, thirsting for something to make our lives worthwhile. Whatever that might be is not immediately apparent, but there is a spring, water just under the surface, waiting to be released. It's plugged up by all the rock-hard attitudes and beliefs we already have, but it is there, just waiting for our own incrustations to be broken open. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for rightness. It is already there, just waiting for you, and you shall be satisfied.